box, you notice some similarities. These are both Mathews bows. We have the Switchback over here, and we have the VXR over here, the VXR 31.5 to be exact. The axle to axles are very similar, but in all actuality, the Switchback actually has a little longer ATA, axle to axle. The longer ATA can make a more forgiving string angle when you're pulling back, especially with the long draw, versus a more like acute angle, shorter angle, which can be hard to touch your nose to in your anchor points on a shorter ATA bow if you have a longer draw length like myself. Also with these two bows, this one is pre-Z7. Z7 to me is when they really started getting the parallel limbs, and you can see they're getting there, but they're not parallel. If you go back a few years, you'll notice this is definitely significantly has better technology than some of the older bows. It does sport a very ergonomic grip. I love what they've done with the grip here. It just looks sweet, feels sweet. Here we have the Mathews Engage grip. It's a little more squarish. I feel like it's not as a natural grip in your hand. But what we do have with major differences here is we have a single cam bow. The cam is on the bottom and a circular cam on top. We have a dual cam bow on the VXR. Also, this bow, in order to change the draw lengths, you're going to have to change the bottom cam, which means we're going to need a bow press. We're going to need to put some effort in. With the VXR, actually starting back in 2019 with the Mathews verdicts, we start having the switch weight mods, and they go all the way up through our current year in 2023. You do not need a bow press, you just need an Allen wrench. And you can watch my switch weight mod video on how to change those. It's super easy. This is going to be a good battle between these two bows. You would almost think it's unfair, but the Switchback back from 2005 has raving reviews throughout the years. People tote about its silky smooth draw due to the single cam. People have been using this for years. It is such high demand that although it is an old bow, almost 20 years old, it really is selling for an almost uneconomical price for the age of the bow. The VXR, on the other hand, as new as it is, right now it's actually very economical. For the year 2021 in which it was made, I would say it is a very good purchase at this time. Also, the ease of changing everything on this bow makes it simple for the average archer to grab a hold of and start shooting. Also, one last note on these two bows, I can change the draw weight from about 50 to 75 pounds on this in less than 4 minutes. If I'm going to change the draw weight on this, I can go from about 40 to 70 pounds, but I'm going to need to actually use a bow press again. I'm going to have to take the cams off. I'm changing the limbs in order to change those 10-pound increments from 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. So I'm excited to do a little comparison about these bows. I think some of the most important thing that people are looking for is bow speed. And right off the bat, out of the box, the specifications say that the Switchback is definitely slower, only shooting 318 feet per second. However, I would say that's still gonna kill a deer. I also feel like people are really interested in the quietness of a bow. And so we'll put this up against a decibel reader and see what the decibel level of each shot is, and do a little average and see which one is the quietest bow. A lot of people are also going for the feel, which you're gonna have to trust my opinion. Without any stabilizers, when I shoot this bow, how much vibration is there going to be in the bow? Vibration equals sound. Last and most important things for me when I'm looking for a bow is, can I shoot consistently with it? So we're also going to fire some arrows in succession and see how consistent of groups we can create with each bow. I'm going to give the Bow Dad rating, which is up for your interpretation. My biggest recommendation for you is to actually get your hands on bows and shoot them. Find what bows work for you, and always remember, used bows are just as good as new. For the VXR, we will be using an average whisker biscuit with a black gold 5-pin sight. And on the Switchback, we'll be using a Trophy Ridge Smackdown with a HHA ultralight optimizer sight, single pin. Disclaimer, if this were to be a true scientific experiment, we would be needing the equivalent rests and sights for each bow. And we would need to be shooting with the same draw weight and same draw length. That's not going to happen, but we're going to get it pretty close. Right now we're gonna look at the feel of the bow on the shot, how it feels in the hand, the amount of vibration, and just initial sound that we hear with our own ears, the comfort level of the draw cycle, the valley, the back wall. Now in my previous videos on the VXR 31.5, you could see these same things, maybe in more detail, but here we go. This is the VXR 31.5. Love the valley, love the back wall, feels solid. Hate the blow my nose button, it kills my nose. Very little vibration. All right, so I'm literally gonna jump right to the switchback so that I can keep what I had in mind there about the VXR fresh. We'll go through this. Very short draw cycle it felt like, but felt easy to draw. It was smooth, a little jumpy when I hit the valley. Back wall is just a little bit soft. Definitely more of a swing when I shot. Overall feel in my hand, completely different though. So switchback, definitely louder to the ear, a little more twangy type of sound. So between VXR and switchback, VXR wins on that. As far as in the hand, I'm gonna have to shoot those again and feel that out. Wow. All right, here it is. VXR, quieter to the ear on the shot. Switchback, more dead in the hand. And I am not exaggerating one bit going back. Now, maybe a different switchback and a different VXR could make that different, but wow, switchback won on that one. All right, let's do some more testing. Just explaining what I'm going to do here. I have a decibel reader right here, and I'm gonna take a shot with the bow as close as I can comfortably to the decibel reader. I'm gonna do 3 shots, and I'm gonna take the average of the decibel level. I'm gonna start with the VXR right now. Right now our VXR is at about 87 decibels. Let's see how the switchback does. Well, I'm delightfully surprised. The switchback was 85 decibels and the VXR 87. Switchback is a quieter bow. Let's go do some more testing. Got a target set up at 20 yards, and what I'm gonna do is shoot 3 arrows out of each bow. I'm gonna see how consistent those arrows are, so I'm gonna look at the tightness of the groupings. The first 3 arrows that hit the target are gonna be the VXR, the second 3 are gonna be the switchback. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Well, this is 20-yard shots. VXR is right here. Golly gee willikers. And the switchback, whoo, to be absolutely honest, and I know I could have flung more arrows. There's a little outlier there on the VXR on the left. Honestly, I'm gonna have to give this one, oh, can I say it? To the switchback. Well, I'll be honest, I'm kind of speechless. But after checking the draw cycle, valley, back wall, just how the whole thing feels in the hand, loudness to the ear, feeling on the shot, vibration, decibel level, consistency of the bow, I never thought I'd say it. By golly, the switchback wins. After shooting this a little more and getting a little more familiar with it, I'm gonna take that rating up to a 9 out of 10 for the switchback here, which means, sorry VXR, I'm gonna have to give you the lower score. I still love you though, so I'm gonna give you 8.5 out of 10. Now, looking at both bows as a used bow buyer, just remember, used bows are just as good as new. So if you're in the market, tell you what, switchback's not going to be a bad buy for you. You're going to save a little more dollars in your pocket, maybe some more cash that you can put into some accessories and stabilizers. The VXR is going to spend, you're going to put a little more cash into that. However, keep in mind, if you're looking for a bow that you can fix on your own, or at least adjust the draw weight and draw length all by yourself with a lot of ease in minimal time without a bow press, ignore my review and just get the VXR. I tell you what, sometimes that's worth it. And we're talking, the differences between these two bows are minuscule, besides the money out of pocket. So go shoot them yourselves, you be the judge. Just the average guy giving average ratings. Bow Dad out. If you like these videos and want to be entertained and would like other people to enjoy that entertainment as well, please don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you so much for watching Bow Dad.